Isolation Nation, welcome to another social distancing social club. I'm Ben Gleib. This is the show I just mentioned the title of. I'm the person whose name you heard, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be so good on account of the comedy that's coming on your ear, coming toward. My gosh, I can't hardly wait to introduce you to the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Steve Hofstetter.
Hello. I'm not red due to the lighting. I'm red due to the embarrassment of that. Good to be on here. We're all going to be introduced in slightly different shades of blue today. That's going to be the thing. Or it might have just been the two of us. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. If you want to support the show, please do so. That is how we survive. You can do that a couple of ways. Our Venmo is at the top right of the screen. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, You can super chat on YouTube, throw in those Facebook stars, or you can be a patron from our Patreon at patreon.com/SDSC. And of course, you can buy tickets to the front row at sdscshow.com. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, our third leg of the show.
You can also watch the show on Instagram. You forgot to mention that.
Stop it. Don't fuck with me. I know it's not on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers.
Bow wow.
Hey, what's up? I didn't get the blue memo, but that's all right. I'm excited. It's Saturday. Ben, you're awake. This is impressive.
So much barely.
Oh, I get that. Yeah. So the hat. What's that? The Butcher Amsterdam. What's that mean? Is that a?
You would love it. It's an incredible hamburger. It's like your dream place. It's an incredible hamburger joint in Amsterdam. Maybe the best hamburger I've ever had in my life. And there's a secret door at the back of it that leads into a secret bar that is like one of the coolest bars in Amsterdam.
All right. Well, if we ever get out of COVID, I'm sure I'm going. That sounds amazing. Rachel's here. Queen, how you doing?
Queen.
This was the closest blue thing. Oh, and it's not even on camera. This was the blue.
Just wearing a purse.
Yeah, it was blue.
Nicely
Rachel,
done.
Rachel, I gotta tell you, like your comedy is not only great, but you're one of the great prop people.
Too bad I'm not stand-up.
I know.
Bowers, how was the anniversary dinner last night and all that?
It was good. We got a hotel down at Venice Beach, just got a room looking over the ocean. So we got down there and then we walked on the beach for a minute and then smoked some weed and then...
Wait. I love the pause just
Yeah.
then.
Are you okay?
And we...
What can I
smoked
say?
a lot of weed, so I'm trying to remember the order in which that's part of it. Lose memory. Yeah, and then we went to dinner. They had a rooftop bar, which had really good pizza, and it was all socially distanced and all that stuff. So that was cool. And then went back to the room and watched if you have not watched The Hunt, it is a really, really good movie. Saw it last night. It's really, really solid movie. So we watched that.
Wait, the what?
It's called The Hunt. You would definitely.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's like Steve Hofstetter porn. If you haven't watched it, it's really, really good.
Wait, what?
Steve always had a thing for Helen Hunt. Everybody knows that.
No.
I was trying to make a different joke about a rhyming thing. Anyway,
it's a bunch of liberal elites hunt a bunch of hillbilly podcast people that are like conspiracy theorists. It's real fun. You'd love it, Steve.
That sounds amazing.
Great movie.
Holy shit.
I love that you watched that on your anniversary. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, it just kind of worked out, we got back. I mean, there's nothing you can do. I mean, we went down to, we walked up and down the beach, but it's like, it's a pandemic. I don't want to like be talking to anybody. And so it's like, we did the best we could. We were going to have a big, huge party and pretend it was our wedding a year ago when we planned this thing, but then you weren't allowed to see anybody. So we just did a little thing on the beach. It was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about beachfront rooms, hotel rooms, because I got one of those when I tried to lose my virginity many moons ago, and it didn't work out good, and I'm a little bit a little scarred.
Is that the second-story window you fell out of?
You wouldn't know, would you, Taylor? Somebody has a happy mute finger.
By the way, I don't think Taylor got enough props yesterday for his joke when Ben went to sell his watch and Taylor said, "You've had a watch this whole time." I've been laughing about that for 24 full hours.
And also, I want to point
people
out,
don't know Taylor is the best prop comic on the show, but nobody can see him.
I also want to point out that Ben definitely misunderstood what clams were. He's trying to lose his virginity in the ocean. That didn't work.
So how old were you trying to lose your virginity at a beach, Ben? Were you 18, 22?
I was 21. And it was a horrible, horrible night overall. It did not go well in the least. Here's a hot tip to begin with. If you're going to finally lose your virginity, don't be so excited about it that it's going to take place during spring break. Don't call your mother and tell her it's going to happen. I can't believe it. I'm going to get a hotel room by the beach and then have her say, "I'm so excited, Benny. Let me make a reservation for you." And then she books the hotel, and then it didn't start well, and it ended much worse than that, you guys. Let me just say it.
Nothing about that was okay. There was no point in which any of that was okay.
Well, you're having a tough time getting laid when your mom's excited for you to finally get laid. That's it's been a minute.
Holy shit.
Bowers, you're off the hook for your marriage stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
By the way,
suboptimal.
the reason my eyes are red right now, I'm not high. I didn't get sunblock in them or anything. That has nothing to do with it. It is because I was crying ahead of time, anticipating Ben telling that story. That's why.
So how old were you
don't know.
when you finally? So how long after this beach debacle did you actually lose your virginity?
Like another year and a half or 2 years, something like that. I mean, it depends how you define it. Honestly, it depends how you define it.
So you've been saying, "Do you hear that, Carmel?" Since you were like 15 years old. This is fucking. I didn't realize this was a
I mean, different names put in there.
different name. Sure, yeah, but it's been a common occurrence.
But please let me make it crystal clear here. From about
Who's Crystal?
20,
Was her name Crystal?
it was a crystal actually, but from about 25 to about 40, I crushed it hard. Let me just make that clear. I had a good run. I had a very good run.
He had a great 15-year window. The problem was he fell out of one before it started.
Yeah, let me just say that night when it tried to go down by the beach, I not only did that start not well. The girl came.
Wait. Did you purposely say it that way, or was that an accident?
Tried to go down by the beach, and that's when it started going off the rails.
Oh, I did not mean to say that. No.
Okay, I'm just clarifying.
So the girl met me at my parents' house, and then I drove us to the beach, and we checked in.
Yeah, so your mother could inspect the goods.
Wait. Your mother drove you to the beach?
No, I drove us to the beach.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why do you think it went wrong when you started with your mother's house and your mother walks in going, "I made reservation for you both. I'm so excited for you to fuck my Benny. I'm so excited."
So we go to the fucking beach, and I literally pull out of my car a cooler and a boombox this big, a stack of 30 CDs, all of what I thought might be good romantic music. And I don't know how long I thought I was going to last on my first time, but I had 30 CDs. and I had in the cooler all this fresh fruit and whipped cream. I didn't know. I thought I was going to be.
What are you going to 9.5 weeks, this girl? What are you doing?
Yeah, I was ready for my first time to be like porn star level activity. And we go upstairs, and let's just say nothing worked well. I mean, cut to like, she was nervous, and that was not attractive. And then I go around the corner into the mirror.
Yeah, that's the part of that wasn't nervous.
She was her first time also, and so literally
she was nervous because he came at her with a spindle of CDs and a stack of fruit. That's why she was nervous.
That is fair. And so she was like shaking, and so that I couldn't get things to go same age as me, so I couldn't get things to go the way I wanted to. So I literally go around the corner to the mirror, but it was one of those makeup mirrors that wasn't in the bathroom. There wasn't even a door. So she's hearing this, and I'm literally in the mirror, naked, talking to myself. You got to do this right now. You've been waiting for this moment. You can do this.
Where did you find two 21-year-old virgins in Los Angeles? What the fuck are you talking about?
San Diego, and then it didn't go good at all. And there's a bunch more funny parts of the story, but I will suffice it to say at the end of our attempts, she turns to me and she goes, "Could you give me a ride back to my car so I could go home?" I had a deep hotel room. So I begrudgingly drove her all the way back, and she drives home. I go into my parents' house for a minute just to get some more supplies, intending to go back to the hotel. My parents wake up. Oh, who's there?
Like lube? What were you going to your parents' house to get at this point?
No, I wanted to get like some like food for the morning and stuff, so I could like enjoy the hotel better. And my mom wakes up.
You had a cooler of fruit. What did you need?
They've already used all that. I must imagine there's fruit and whipped cream all over this room, and it just hasn't worked yet.
And my mom and my dad goes, "How did it go? It's 3 a.m. How did it go?" And I go, Not so good, Pop." And my mom goes, It's okay. And I go, "I'm going to go back to the hotel and enjoy the hotel." And Mom goes, "I'm so proud of you, Benny." And it was even worse. And I went back to the hotel, and I had a nice night. And then I woke up in the morning, and I used the hot tub in the hotel, outdoor hot tub. And I'm chilling in the hot tub, and the jets did not work very well. I wrote a poem in the hot tub. I was a very different person back then. And I remember one of the lines in the poem was,
"No, you weren't."
This explains so much.
Dying. Ben, I love that the Jets were like, "Well, he didn't work. We shouldn't either."
Yeah. The one line in the poem I do remember was I wrote, and I remember not being able to escape the irony that the Jets were not quite as penetrating as I'd hoped they would be.
Wait, did you write the song Benny and the Jets? Did you write Benny and the Jets? Is that about losing your virginity to a hot tub? Oh my God.
Benny and the Jets.
I meant on my back.
Sure you did. I'm gonna vomit, guys.
Ben, I gotta say, and we're gonna get into this more. We gotta start the show at some point, but we're gonna get into this more.
Or end it.
I don't know if I can ever roast you again, knowing that you went through that. Like, I feel.
Look, I just needed to get that out during sound check so we could have a good show. Are you guys ready? Isolation Nation, welcome.
Alexander Breyer said, Ben, does your mom call and yell at Carmel for you too?
If I needed to.
All right, audience.
Oh my God. All right. Well, we didn't have a lot of an overnight game since it's Saturday. We don't do the overnight game. So Steve, what is today's game? And let's get this thing rolling.
Holy shit. Today's game is start an SDSC panic in 6 words. So any 6 I actually really like this 6-word game because it's 6 words, but it's a targeted 6 words. So it's start any sort of panic in SDSC with 6 words. For instance, the budget chicken has a knife. So any sort of panic among our hosts or our fandom, anywhere in Isolation Nation, the way you participate is you comment on any of our feeds, whether it's our Twitch, our Twitter, our YouTube, or our Facebook. Not Instagram. We don't have a show on Instagram. Don't fuck with me. We don't have a show on Instagram.
Not what you told me.
I've got an example too. Carl said,
Yes.
are we in Ben's therapy session?
Or another example would be too much fruit in the hot tub. That could also work, I think. That's
All right, so 6 words. Start an SDSC panic in 6 words. You can comment on any of our streams, but if you want yours to count toward potentially winning the grand prize as well as having a much better chance of being featured on air at the end of the show, what you do is you throw in a tip with it. At least $5. Super Chat, Venmo, PayPal, however you do it, but at least $5. Throw in the tip. Get your entries in. We read them at the end of the show.
Another example might be needed to share. Fuck you guys.
Usually when someone shares something with me, I enjoy it. All right. We do have, before you introduce the
Usually when someone gets a beachfront hotel room, they enjoy it, okay?
Wait, I have another example. Benny and the Jets. So any 6 words.
I also had a speech problem growing up, so that song always offended me to a very deep
That's actually a good point. You did.
Literally, I was a kid named Benny with a speech problem and a stutter, and it would come on, Benny and the Jets. I'm like, fuck you, Elton John.
Or were you just like, hey, Elton John's just like me. He's just trying to say Benny.
You stuttered the whole rest of the song, okay? That's the way kids would make fun of you, okay?
Aww.
Wow, this is so sad. Before you introduce the front row, Ben, we do have a new patron on the Patreon. So Cassandra Civils is at the Isolation Nation level. So shout out to her. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Joining the Patreon.
Absolutely. And reminder for all the patrons who are at least front row or above, we do a private patron hang once every month, and our next one is Tuesday. So if you want to make sure you can join, that's Tuesday right after the live show. If you want to make sure you can join that, do so at patreon.com/SDSC.
And that's front row VIP level and above on Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is correct. Everybody that is here in our video front row, please turn on your cameras. Join the party. This is not how most parties start, but by God, it's still a party. We're joined by Murphy was an optimist Lavic. That's what I told myself that night. Frankie Angles with one of the best angles he's brought to us so far. Well, I like the mask reveal. Shannon Burke, not wanting the devil to bring her down at the moment, so the devil's in the corner. We've got Leedy E. Corbin, drawing E. Drawings. We've got Brad Clark, lead singer of the Brad Clark 5. We got Bill Thompson. He's free. He's free. We've got Dave Adler joining us. We've got Jan Skittles Johnson joining us. Lindsey Brown is here. The shelf is still in place. Eric Gould is with us. How tranquil that view is. Zara B is with us from Australia. How tranquil that view is. Gus is here with us. Hey, Gus. Cam Brown is with us. It's been 0 days since we last discussed male genitalia. Damn it, this one, I guess Oblique already did it. That's a damn good point. And we are also joined by Shakil Syed, everybody.
Woo.
By the way, yes, Tam, it has been 0 days since we last discussed male genitalia. We actually got that out of the way quick, unlike what Ben did.
How do you define sex? Maybe I did lose my virginity that day, okay?
Yeah, we decided you did, but the hot tub doesn't count. It doesn't really count.
I also have an embarrassing story about losing my virginity. Not that embarrassing, though, so I feel like I should have opened.
Let me introduce the comics before we get to your embarrassing virginity story. We've got two amazing comics, both new to the show. So we have Fizaa Dosani. Fizaa, how are you?
Fizaa.
Hey, here I am.
Hey,
I'm here. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
What's up, Fizaa?
I'm standing. Got a cigarette stuffed animal behind me. I'm good. I'm doing good. Oh, my birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, happy
Wow.
birthday. Very cool.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I keep forgetting.
What is that thing over what I think your left shoulder is? Though
That's a cigarette smoking a cigarette. Or a joint. Or a joint smoking a joint, because I don't smoke cigarettes, so I see it more as a joint.
Yeah, that looks good. I like that.
Thank you.
Are we allowed to ask how old you're turning, or is that illegal?
I mean, like old enough. I mean, I can answer it. I'm not going to be specific, but like I'm the only person named Fizaa Dosani, so it's probably not that hard to find out. But don't Google me. Don't.
We also have Yusuf Ali is here. Yusuf, how you doing, buddy?
I'm great, man. This is awesome. What's up, everybody?
What's up, Yusuf?
High as fuck.
Fizaa, it's good that you have a unique name, though. Like, I have a fairly unique name, but there's a couple other of me. And every so often, I'll get, like, a Google alert from one guy leads business seminars. Like, and so, like, every now and then I get a Google alert for him. And I feel bad because his job is actually, like, helping SEO for your business. And it's kind of hilarious that every now and then he's in my Google alert. And I'm like, that's literally your job is SEO.
Dude, I have a cousin named Fizaa, a second cousin.
So there's two of you in your family.
Yeah, but I don't even think my parents knew about her so it was just like a coincidence. It's like a weird name in the US, but like if you go to India, like you might meet a couple. You know, it's like it's not like a super popular name.
And the Wu-Tang Clan has two of them.
You know what? I'm gonna get into it.
I also love.
Sorry. Wait, hold on a second. Yusuf is in front of a Wu-Tang shirt.
Yeah, I thought that was you.
Holy shit.
That's my favorite decoration.
I love that the other Steve Hofstetter helps people with search engine optimization. I don't believe that's another Steve Hofstetter. I think you occasionally get drunk, go into a fugue state, and your altered personality does that to be wild.
Actually, it's how I kick back. What I do, I get a big cooler of fruit first, right? I start with that.
There is a
Why did I tell that story?
There is a Chris Bowers that is a sex offender in Tennessee, which is super fun. When I go to a high school and they have one of those, I don't know if you know this, but some high schools now have this new, like this computer system where you put your ID in and it scans it and does this whole check and blah, 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 blah. And so when I see one of those things now, I got to go, okay, it's going to beep. It's not me. Look at the picture. It's a deli.
Also explain to those who don't watch this show regularly, Chris Bowers is a motivational speaker for high school students. Otherwise, when you say, when I go to high schools, it beeps, needs a little more explanation.
I could be a teacher. I could deliver, maybe I'm delivering.
Not in that jacket.
Multiple high schools and not in that jacket.
I speak at high schools in this jacket all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you could speak at the high schools, but they wouldn't hire you as a teacher in that. You show up to a job interview as a high school teacher. No, they would maybe like a dance instructor.
And
I was
Bowers,
like,
you're
teacher.
aware.
Maybe I'm the choir teacher. This is a fucking show jacket all day, motherfuckers. Come on.
But Bowers, you're aware that when you show up to a high school to speak in that jacket, everyone is disappointed that you're not there to sing.
They are sometimes disappointed I'm not doing magic, but you know, I get that a lot.
Bowers, I'll give you one of my old vests.
I think one of your vests would fit me.
Quite frankly, Bowers, I'm disappointed you're not doing magic.
That's actually the review of most of his shows.
Yeah. What's
This is the way Bowers gets greeted by the
before I
people.
started doing cocaine, which is crazy when you think about it.
This is the way
That's
Bowers gets greeted by the people in the high school who are disappointed he's not doing magic. Do magic.
Rubber chicken.
Yep. And they throw rubber chickens at me. That's how this works. Rachel, anything to catch up on? Let's catch up on some stuff.
Yes, we do. So we already had an early tip. Alexander Breyer tipped Yusuf $3 and said because he has a Wu-Tang shirt in the back.
Nice.
Woo! Go
Nice.
Wu-Tang.
And then Tyler Stevens tipped the show $20 last night and said he hasn't been able to catch a live show in a while. Hope this helps. Please keep comedy alive and thrive. Much love to you all. Thanks for bringing me a smile.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Brandon Brock wants to know who would win in a fight, Forrest Gump or Carl Childers from Sling Blade.
Forrest Gump, because he can do anything.
He had military experience.
Yeah, he could ping
Yeah,
pong
he
you
could
to
fight.
death.
He was trained.
Absolutely.
I'm
You
not
run.
a violent man, but I know what fucking you up is.
Is that Dr. Phil as Forrest Gump? What was that? I say
that was Foghorn Leghorn as Dr. Phil. As Forrest Gump. That was Foghorn Gump. That's what that impression was.
I say, stupid is as stupid does not recover from post-traumatic stress that you're currently going through, and we need to get you into some sort of a program.
Life is like a box of chocolate. Ooh, chocolate.
We also had Dana tip the show and said early tip for the show. I'll be watching, but keeping my mitts off Venmo.
Thank you, Dana.
Brandon Brock, that was worse than the story about Steve's comedy buddy destroying a hotel room in Bloomington, Indiana.
Oh, that's a horrible story. That's
But that just reminds me, Steve, your virginity story, please.
we gonna get to it at this point of the show, or are we gonna do
Why
it?
why don't we do a comic and then the bullshit
Do a
around
comic,
part?
then I'll tell that story.
Let me finish up the tips. We got two
Okay.
more. Ron
Yeah.
Gould, welcome to the front row. And he said, I'm picturing Ben sadly eating fruit like Eddie Griffin and Deuce Bigelow in a hotel hot tub that his parents paid for.
That's a great scene when he pulls the tomato off the fucking top of the water and eats it. Oh my God.
It is not wrong. It is not wrong.
And then lastly, Zara and I are celebrating. We just wanted to say she wanted everybody to know that yesterday wasn't my birthday, but today is the 24-week anniversary of her making me blush on the show for the first time. Her swimwear is in our buffalo plaid colors in your honor. All hail. Goddamn.
Nice. You know.
I need a
All
moment.
right. Well, are we caught up?
Yep.
Let's do it. All right. Come to the stage right now. Give it up for Fizaa Dosani, everybody. Woo!
Thanks for having me, Bowers. Thanks for having me, guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Fizaa. That's my government name. I'm not in the Wu-Tang Clan. Everyone needs to stop asking me that shit. I'm not in the Wu-Tang Clan. I'm not the Jizza. I'm not the RZA. My name is Fizaa. It's not spelled F-Z-A. It's spelled F-I-Z-A-A, but it's not pronounced Fizaa. It's just pronounced Fizaa. One of the A's is silent. I don't know which one. I don't know. Maybe they take turns, you know, like twin babies playing the same role in a sitcom. I don't know. My last name is Dosani, like the water, spelled D-O instead of D-A. One time, someone forgot my name, and they were like, Fizaa Aquafina? And I appreciate a good mnemonic technique. I truly do. But it's like, damn, like when this pandemic first hit, what was the water that was left? The Aquafina on the bottom shelf. Like, really? You're going to give me Aquafina? Like, can I get something a little more top shelf? Like, what about, like, I'm exotic. Like, get creative. Like, Fizaa Fiji water. Or, give me a quality. Like, I'm smart. I went to Florida public school. Don't mean to brag. I went to Florida public school. Give me, like, Fizaa Smart water. Or, like, Fizaa Perrier, bubbly, Fizaa Perrier. Like they might as well have said Fizaa Flint, Michigan tap water. Just trying to bring awareness. Very important. Very important. That's my name. Something about me as a person, my character. I'm a big fan of vigilante justice. Huge fan. Huge fan. Sometimes I'll wear pigtails just so I can catch a predator. Gotcha. I'm 33. I'm just kidding. I'm 35. But tomorrow I'm going to be older. The joke's on me. Joke is on me. Anyone doing the dating site thing now that we can't really even see each other? I find people tedious, so I never really did it, but I do appreciate how specific dating sites are. Like Tinder is specifically for having sex with trash fires. We can all agree with that, right? I mean, for Christ's sake, it's called Tinder. You just set your shit on fire, something magical happens. I was doing a show. There was a couple in the audience and they were madly in love. Like this was beyond Jay-Z and Beyonce. This was like some Michelle and Barack type of shit. Like it was beautiful. I wanted them to win. Whatever that means. Like at this point, what, dying simultaneously at an old age around all your loved ones? I don't know. But like I wanted them to win until I found out they met on Tinder, and then I was pissed. I was pissed. That's not what Tinder's for. Tinder's for having sex with trash fires. Finding love on Tinder is like going to Home Depot asking for milk and they have it. It's not what it's for. I'm a little worked up because I found out my mom secretly made a profile for me on an Indian matrimonial site. So I secretly signed the bitch up for Grindr. True story. Gotcha, bitch. I love her though. I love her. I actually, I'm poly, but that's pretty much single. That's single, but like I don't have to meet new people. But everyone's always like trying to hook me up with their one Indian friend, especially white people. Like they're so enthusiastic about it. Like they're going to get a free samosa for referring us. Like I have not touched an Indian man since I found out my mom is 64 first cousins. It's too risky. You don't want to fuck a cousin, Like you think about it, but you don't want to actually fuck a cousin. Nature don't like that. Don't like incest. I mean, look at biology, like it just diversify. I wrote that before I actually started dating this Indian dude. We're not like together anymore, but like it was a fun experience. We actually we look alike, and we do kind of look alike. I'm not even going. We look alike, and it was fun to go out in public and be like, "This is my brother. We love Game of Thrones," and just. I guess I usually do this before my set, but I'll actually leave you with it. I forgot. I usually try to warn the audience that one time I made someone laugh so hard that they peed themselves. It was during sexual intercourse, not with me. I was watching. Only when I wasn't driving. That'd be crazy, right? That is actually my cover letter that I send out with my resume. Thank you so much. I'm Fizaa Dosani. Y'all are great. Thank you. Give it up.
Everybody. One more time. Fizaa Great Value Water. We very much appreciate you being here. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on the YouTube. Tip jar is open.
Did you guys know there's an Instagram account that's my new favorite account to follow called Siblings Or Dating? It's fucked up. You get it wrong 90% of the time.
Wait, so siblings or dating?
Yeah, and it's a picture of just a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman. It says, "Are they siblings or dating?" And you vote, and you get it wrong every time.
I thought you said siblings are dating.
That would be. They basically are. To be honest.
That's a Pornhub category, sadly.
I used to date a redheaded woman, and there was once where we were walking in the Grove, and the Grove, by the way, is like a mall. For people outside of LA, the Grove is a mall. We're not just walking in a grove. Like, that's not the story. So it's a mall. So
You're picking your own fruit for your cooler. You're getting your own fruit in the Grove.
Exactly. Just picking fruit for a cooler.
Lose your virginity? Okay.
Yeah. And we're holding hands, and this guy comes over and just goes, "Oh, two redheads. You guys brother and sister?" And we're just like, "What the fuck is like?" Even if
wait, did you have that mustache at the time?
Okay, fair enough. I did not have the mustache at the time. If I did, the story would be completely different. If I did, the story would actually be weird that he asked and not assumed.
Yes, Fizaa, very funny set. Did you ever find out if the guy that you were dating was your cousin?
Oh, I mean, not like technically. So no, we didn't do a test or anything. So like anything's possible. I mean, we're probably more biologically related than I am to you. I mean, we're all related and to a degree.
That's
you should take one of those tests. 23 on us.
They don't really have I think a database of our shit. So it's just gonna come back and tell me I'm Indian. It's not gonna tell me anything I don't know.
Fizaa. Come on, you don't think the American government has a database of every brown person in the country?
Wait, so 23andMe is a government thing? I thought it was.
No, I'm kidding.
No, by the way, they have used it they have used 23andMe and other stuff to catch criminals. They've done that where they found some DNA and they figure what family it was in, and then they can narrow it down. It was one of these three brothers.
Yeah, I think the Golden State Killer was.
Exactly, Bowers. That's why I don't want to give my DNA. I'm not trying to get, I'm trying to watch out for something in the future. I don't know what I'm capable of doing.
Fizaa and I, by the way, met in a very unique way for people to meet. Fizaa, do you want to share with everybody?
Oh my God, I would love to share it. So Ben,
I'm in a hotel room with this guy with a cooler full of fruit.
I was on idiot test actually with my with Jill, who was on here. I think was she on here another show? Whatever. She had the same apartment because she lives here. But we were on idiot test and we won. I mean, we didn't win the grand prize, but we won $200, which came 6 months later. And
you won $200? That's the lowest amount you could possibly win.
Yeah, we sucked. We won, but we sucked.
But you were very funny and you were very interesting on the show, and so I thought you were great. I started following you on Instagram from that day. It's been years, and it's nice to see you doing so well.
You too, man. You too. Are you engaged? At the time, I had a little crush on you.
Oh, really?
At the time, yeah.
Oh,
but now
you're an uncle to me.
Not after that virginity story she heard. She's over it. But
now I'm like an uncle to her. Jesus Christ, am I getting old? That's very kind of you to say. I am not engaged. I have a wonderful girlfriend, but I'm not engaged. You can get in there, Fizaa. You can maybe get in there. Do your best shot.
I am poly, so I do.
I will tell her that.
I do different relationship paradigms. So if we're gonna do a throuple, let's talk about it.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, Ben's girlfriend is also poly. Sometimes she doesn't have sex with him, and sometimes she doesn't have sex with him in a different way.
Can you imagine if Ben had two girlfriends and neither one of them had sex with him? How sad would that be?
Oh my gosh.
Rachel, any tips coming in?
Yep. So we've got, let's see, Shaquille Syed in our front row tipped $5. Fizaa, welcome to the Isolation Nation. By the way, I have two nieces named Fizaa.
You're kidding. You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, you're brown. Okay, yeah, you're not kidding. All right, Saeed. Okay, that makes sense. I thought I slipped up. I thought a white person was saying this. I'm like, you're fucking with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes sense. You know what? I might be one of those nieces and my cousin might be the other. So nice to meet you, Uncle. Thank you.
You're either Indian or from Alabama. Those are your only two options, I think, probably.
Frizzle. When I grew up in Florida, again, don't mean to brag. Everyone called me Frizzle. They thought that was my name. Frizzle.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
We also had Alexander Breyer tip you $3 and said, Fizaa LaCroix.
I'll take it. But my Venmo is actually Fizaa-Dosani, not Fizaa-LaCroix. So as long as you remember that, I'm good.
Tesha Lee, $5. Fizza, from one Floridian with a frequently confused for a celebrity musician name, I'd kill for Kesha's bank account. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like Kesha.
You can just say thanks. It's fine.
Kim Stewart, $5. Great set and happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tam Brown, $5. For Fizza, Fiji, Perrier, Smart Water. I'm not risking dating cousins either. I tell people I'm Southern, but not that Southern.
Yeah, me neither. Thank you.
Peter Amsel, 5 Canadian. Fizza, loved your set.
Oh, thank you. We should be friends because I might want to leave the U.S. at some point. I just have to make sure I don't get a DUI. They don't let people in the country who have. I don't even drink. It's a joke.
That definitely says something that you thought Canada, and immediately you were like, "Oh no, they don't let people with DUI." Like that's the Canadian fact you had.
That is right there. Actually, my cousin Fizza lives in Canada, or she used to before they sent her to Pakistan or something. But like, that's my other Canadian fact.
God.
Soft confession.
That side comment had a real turn in it. That was my cousin. She lives in Toronto until the Canadian government ejected her to Pakistan. You guys go on.
Yo, but her name is actually Fizza with 1 A, so it's Fiza. So we have the same name. I just have an extra.
They're bad news. No, 1A Fizzas are bad news. I don't know if you ever met one.
Yeah, 1A Fizzas are like Steve with a PH. It's weird.
Ugh.
How come
Steph?
How come Stevens that use a PH for Steven don't ever call themselves Steph when it's short?
I honestly do not know. I think it's very weird. And the weirdest is when I tell people my name is Steve, and sometimes people ask me if that's with a V or a PH. I'm like, I didn't say Steven. I said Steve. How the fuck do you spell that with a PH?
Yeah, it's Stefan. I thought it was pronounced Stefan.
Yeah, it's Steve is actually short for Stefan. That's my full name.
We also had Matthew Plummer tipped Fizza $5 and said, hilarious, but now I need to know if you can actually get milk at Home Depot.
You know, I think they probably have like Yoo-hoo in those little coolers, but like if you want like a variety of like, you know, whole milk or skim, I don't think you'd get that at Home Depot.
Taylor said Menards. You have to go to Menards. I don't know if that's out here, but that's a Midwest thing for sure. So
Menards. I'm from the Midwest.
Yeah.
Jan Johnson,
knees you in the
$5.
balls.
What's
Thank
that?
you.
Sorry, I said that's when a pirate knees you in the balls.
Oh my God.
Yar, Menards.
Menards.
Oh my God. Menards.
I'm both sorry and not sorry. Go ahead.
That was
Rach.
very funny.
Jan Johnson, $5.
Oh, thank you, Jen.
Dave Adler, $5 for some top shelf water. Great set.
Thank you, Dave.
Jacob Tiffany, $5. Ancestry DNA would tell you if y'all were related, Fizza.
Oh, I don't think I want to know, Jacob, but thank you for the $5. I appreciate it.
We also had Davy Jones II, 5 pounds for Fizza. I was today years old when I found out that Tinder was meant to be the spark. Was meant to be for the spark. I just thought it was a random name.
I mean, you know what? I'm sure there might be some Fizza with a random name, but but thank you.
Let's see. We also had Zara, 36 Aussie, and said, amazing. Thank you for the laughs. A couple years ago, I met a lovely girl on Tinder after seeing cosplay at a Comic-Con convention. Not always a trash fire. Wishing you more Jay-Z and Beyonce, less Ashanti and Nelly.
Ooh, Ashanti and Nelly. Did they sing that song like what was that song? She was the side chick, right? Like, no, that was Kelly Rowland and Nelly. Yeah.
That's the Dilemma. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they were in a real relationship, Ashanti and Nelly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Boy man's Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I haven't been keeping up on like my media takeout. Or
Kelly Rowland,
years ago.
Kelly Rowland is the side chick also in her professional career.
You ain't lying.
I just felt how Rachel feels when I talk about baseball. I get it.
Doesn't feel great, does it?
I was like, I have no idea what any of this is. Which one of them plays second? I don't know.
That's how I feel when Steve talks about Australian precincts.
I just want to learn more when I hear stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by things I don't know. Anyway, Rachel, what else we got coming in?
We had Shaquille, 10 more bucks for Fizza. Happy early birthday from Uncle Shakit. Loved your scent.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Shakit.
Oh, I said Shakit. It's Shaquille.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, Shakit. Ah, Shakit.
Shakit is like that's like the term of endearment, you know? It's Shakiti.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, keep motherfucker.
Shakit. Sorry. We also had Jessica Keibel, 20 bucks. Fizza, great stream of comedy. Thanks so much. I love your butthead, your sculpture.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have like a lot of weird shit back there, but well, that's for another time.
Are we allowed to hear about Steve's virginity story now, please?
Yeah, are we caught up?
Now let's finish the tips.
Let's finish the tips.
Yeah, we're caught up. We're caught
Oh,
up.
we're caught up? All right, so
I had a
Steve.
feeling
let's-
we were caught up. I can always tell.
Around the horn here.
Tips. Send more tips.
Steve?
All right, fine. I'll tell the story. Okay, so I was a freshman in college, and we decided so my girlfriend at the time and I decided we were gonna have sex, and we couldn't afford to just go buy condoms, so we got the condoms from the health office. You know, like those like.
Wait, your
condoms.
mom didn't give you condoms and tell you she was
Yeah,
proud
it was
of you?
weird. You know, I called my mom and I was like, hey, I'm gonna have sex for the first time. No, I'm kidding. I would never fucking do that. As far as she knows, I've never had sex and I'm divorced. Anyway, so
First of all, the story started out good because Taylor laughed like a reggaeton hype man. He went, brah, brah, brah. So you know something.
So all right, so we get the free condoms from the health office, and we start to have sex, and I did not know that some women are allergic to certain spermicides used in some condoms. I didn't know that. I learned that. I learned, like Bowers, I like to learn new things, and I learned that night because we start having sex, and she screams, and I had never had sex before, so I was worried I had done something horribly wrong. Like I was worried, like I was like, wrong hole, like what did I do? And so she screams, and so we stop, and she tells me that, because she had sex before, lots of times actually, and so she apparently knew that she was allergic to some spermicides, but didn't know that it was on this particular kind of condom, and so I did not lose my virginity that night. I lost my virginity. I was still a vir. It was half.
You got a third in.
Wait.
Yeah, we just kind of started and then had to stop immediately, and so
Just the tip,
Yeah.
just the tip.
yeah. So if anybody else has more tips,
That was how mine went. That was how mine went. I technically lost mine, but you know, it just didn't go as where you wanted them to.
I have a very simple. I think we're all on the same page. Yeah, I was 15, and I was a lieutenant governor in Key Club, and it was a Key Club state conference. And
wait,
so
hold
my
on a
job-
second. Hold on, Bowers. You were a lieutenant governor in Key Club, and you held on to your virginity till 15. How's that possible?
It's tough. It was the first conference I went to. Anyway, so part of the job as a lieutenant governor is you had to watch the floor and make sure nobody snuck out to fuck. And so the girl that I was assigned to watch the floor with was a year older than me. She was outgoing lieutenant governor. I was incoming lieutenant governor. And we had met at the dance,
you were.
made out. And then we were supposed to be in charge of looking at this floor. So we were like flirting around or whatever. And finally we went we were outside the elevators. It was like 5 a.m. and we're making out. And then she had a dress on. So we started having sex. And then one of the elevator doors opened up. So we had to stop real fast. So so it was 2-3 times in, and then we were done. So I don't know what that counts as, but that was my story.
2-3
And there was-
times in? What do you mean 2-3 times in?
I
Like a
went
couple pumps.
in, bing.
Ben, when a man and a woman
Meet at a conference, and they kind of like each other sometimes. No, so yeah, that was my.
Bauer's new nickname is definitely Lieutenant Governor.
Oh my God, Zara in the chat just said spermicide destroys comedian. Now destroys comedian's ex-girlfriend. Yeah, she was a gamer though. The next morning, she went to the Rite Aid across the street and got condoms and taught
she
me
didn't
how to
make-
have sex because
She didn't make you drive
Like I
her
said,
home
she
and
knew.
then go to her mom, go to your parents' house and get supplies. She just stayed the whole night.
no. We had a whole cooler of fruit. It was fine.
By the way, Ben, I
Ben,
am
that was
just
very
thinking
thoughtful of you.
how terrible it would be to watch you just sit in that sad ass hot tub the next day, just fucking rethinking everything in your whole goddamn life. The jets don't work, and what else can go wrong?
It
Oh,
was
man.
really very
Gotta be
sad.
down.
It
Yeah.
was very sad. And then the couple details I left out were when we were trying to get things going unsuccessfully. Then she suggested, should we get one of these porn movies on Spectravision? That was still a thing. And so I'm like, I looked at it, I'm like, wow, that is definitely $23.99 to rent a movie, but let's do it. I'm in college. I didn't have any money, but I'm like, let's do it. And
Yeah, it's on your mom's credit card. You can do whatever you want. It's fine.
I had my own credit card. And during the first 4 minutes of the movie, she goes, I don't like this one. And I'm like, what are you saying? She's like, I want to get a different one. I'm like, okay. It's another $23.99. So now we're about $50 deep in porn movies. And then she tried to change the vibe by giving me a blowjob, which she decided to do on top of a condom. I've never heard of such a thing. And it just literally sounded and smelled like a tire factory. It was like,
This girl was a prostitute. You got a hooker. That's what that's what hookers do.
Wait, hold on a second. Ben's like, wait a minute. Blowjob above the condom, extra $50. Holy shit.
And then another great moment was the next morning before the hot tub, and I had to go to the front desk and ask for a refund for one of the two movies and explain why one of them didn't get watched, really.
Do you think any of those movies ever been watched more than 4 or 5 minutes? What are you talking about?
I think actually, Ben, I think getting 4 minutes in, you set a record.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then to add insult to injury, this is the girl that I was like in love with for all of college, and she really never wanted to date me. Then it finally, like in the junior year, we dated for or senior year, we dated for like 2 weeks, and then it didn't happen. We tried to have sex a bunch of times, never worked out well. And then she like a month after we stopped trying to date, she comes up to me at some fraternity sorority event with a glow on her face, and she goes, Ben, you won't believe it, I finally had sex. And that person she had sex with, she is now married to and has 3 kids with.
Shit.
So, I mean, you helped, kind of.
Oh yeah,
You went to the front desk and got a refund for a porno because you didn't watch it all because you didn't like it?
Mhm.
That's what you told the front desk to get your $28 back?
Yeah, I mean, I think I said something like, we got this movie and it didn't really work for us, so we didn't watch any of it beyond like 2 minutes. And they're like, I understand, son, I understand.
By the way,
Your mom at the
Brad
front
Clark
desk.
Brad Clark in the chat just said, how's this story keep getting worse? I disagree, Brad. It keeps getting better.
I don't know about this.
So you went to the front desk and said, the porno movie I rented last night didn't work.
By the
And I-
way, Ben, you are never, ever allowed to give me shit for like going to a front desk and complaining about anything in a hotel. Like ever. Like
I
the
was
idea.
21 years old and I didn't have money.
What was
This, by the way, is also the difference in our story. I was like, well, I don't have enough money for these a couple of bucks for condoms. Let me get them from the health office. And Ben's fucking throwing $50 at movies. He's getting fruit. It's way
I'm being
different.
tipped and asked to stop this, so I'm gonna stop this.
Who did?
Quite a few people. One comment, and then let's please get to Yusuf's set. So Kira Stein tipped the show $20 and said, just use lube. Use lube. With that, Bowers, you want to intro Yusuf?
Great idea.
Sure. Come on stage right now. Give it over to Yusuf Ali, everybody.
So everybody, that was a great story. I almost kind of want to talk about lube, but I'm not gonna talk about lube. What I do want to talk about is having willpower through this pandemic. Like a lot of people, comics especially, probably turn to harder drugs to pass the time, but I haven't. I'm proud of myself. A lot of like cocaine is a popular drug for comics, and I get it. I get it. I'm just more of an economical drug user, so I like weed. You can get way more weed for the same price. But with cocaine, though, I do have my experiences with cocaine. I have eaten my fair share of cocaine, and I know that sounds crazy because, like, not in like a typical, I sold crack, so I had to swallow some because I was running from the police, adventure type of way. But more of a, how would you say? My parents sold dope and would let me, make me hurry and look at it, lick the plate that they just got through weighing cocaine up on, child abuse sort of a way.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's how
Wow.
I never realized how fucked up that is. Like, that's more of a one-on-one couch type conversation. But since we're here now, I know it sounds bad to eat cocaine as a youth. And I ate a lot of cocaine. It wasn't like just one time. I probably ate, I don't know, a quarter key of cocaine. It was a lot. I did that from the ages of probably about 4 to probably about 9. So that's a lot. That's a lot of razor lines worth of cocaine. And okay, believe it or not, it is benefits from eating cocaine. Like your mouth get real numb right here. So I can eat Captain Crunch. Shit. Matter of fact, I didn't even need milk. I would just eat. Sometimes I didn't even take it out the box. Just Captain Crunch. It was great. And another advantage of being high on cocaine, my playground skills. You ain't never played hide go seek until you play hide go seek high on cocaine. I was the best hide go seek player. They be like, oh, at the base, like shit. Where's Yusuf? Yusuf is on a bus to Miami. That's where Yusuf. I was the hide go seek champ. Oh, no. I make that sound. I say that, and I make my parents sound like bad parents. They weren't. They just had to do what you had to do. Like we also was on welfare, which was kind of confusing because we were selling dope, so I had on $300 shoes, but I was getting free lunch. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Like my mom would confuse me. She would have on a fur coat and jewelry and shit, and then we washing out Ziploc bags. Why are we reusing Ziploc bags? You have $1,000 jacket on. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like right now, I'm going cheap or I'm broke. Like I smoke a lot of weed, but I smoke really little blunts, like real small. And my friend gonna say, I ain't gonna hit your blunt because last time I poked my lip. I say, man, if you don't just hit the weed, okay, another dude saw me getting my weed together. He gonna say, "What you putting that in the bowl?" I say, "No, man, I'm rolling it up. Get the fuck out of here." So I like small blunts. I don't drink. That's the thing too. I don't drink. I don't do hard drugs. I might occasionally play a drinking game, but since parties ain't a thing, like that won't happen for a long time. But the last time I played like that flip cup shit, because when in Rome, why not? I guess I'm basically trying to say I'm glad they don't have heroin games, and that would be another thing about social distancing. When it comes back, speaking of weed, it's a good excuse to not share weed with strangers. A lot of people like to come up and just smoke your weed with you. Like, nah, man, I didn't quarantine with you. You cannot hit my blunt. So thank God for the social distance rule for that. Oh, and also, I didn't get my girlfriend pregnant. A lot of people got pregnant over the quarantine. So I feel like by not doing cocaine and being an expert puller outer, I have succeeded. I have beat the quarantine. Thank you. This was great. No problem.
Yeah.
Yusuf Ali, giving new meaning to, hey kid, you want to lick the bowl. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on the YouTube, do all that. Throw in your tips.
I didn't hear when you said, why were you eating cocaine? Because your parents were selling coke or selling dope?
Like my father thought it was cool to like when he got through using the plate that they would, weigh cocaine up on instead of like just putting in the dishwasher. Hey, come watch what my son do. Watch my son do. Go ahead and lick that off. And then he would just let me lick plate after plate of cocaine. And it had this metal, like weird, like if you ever like made a mistake and licked like, I don't know, WD-40 off or something. It was a weird taste. I can't really explain the taste, but I remember it. I just can't really explain it.
Wow. Also, I don't know if this speaks to what kind of guy Fizaa likes, but the second you said you eat cocaine, Fizaa got her lipstick out and she was like,
No, Yusuf dates my roommate.
and you said you were polying into all kinds of configurations. So
That's like my sister. I'm not incest.
Not
Biology
negating
didn't like that shit, even though we're not blood sisters.
I also love the idea that Yusuf, in trying to explain to us what it tastes like to lick cocaine off a plate, he's like, when you like accidentally lick WD-40, we're like, nope, no, we don't.
You ever
know
make
that one either.
I've never made that kind of mistake. What kind of shit are you licking? And like, oh fuck, that was WD-40. My bad. I thought that was regular. I thought that was lighter fluid. That was WD-40. That was a mistake.
I don't know what you can actually taste. Like, I don't know what to compare the taste to. That's all. It was a quick thinking. I was off the top of my head.
Have you licked WD-40?
Maybe.
You have.
I think once you lick cocaine, WD-40 seems pretty basic.
Okay. You ever like changed your antifreeze and got a little bit on your hand and then forgot and then like kind of like tasted it and then like, oh, that's weird. Like, I don't know.
9-volt battery.
Wait. Have you also tried to kill your girlfriend with antifreeze? That's not good. I watch a lot of Forensic Files. Antifreeze, you shouldn't taste antifreeze, dude. That's really bad for you.
No, I don't know. I was just trying to make it make sense.
No, Yusuf, I mean, your set was hilarious, and I really appreciate that you were able to perform at your own intervention. I think that's great.
I love so much that Yusuf's examples of how to relate what it's like to eat cocaine to people are things that even far, far fewer people have ever done.
Right. Like, you ever go to a volcano, and it's got the lava, put your tongue on the lava? It's like that. What?
Like, you ever lick, like a 1968 Pinto? Like one of those? You ever lick the tailpipe?
Oh shit!
Yusuf, you could just say it tastes like neglect.
Yeah. No, they're very loving. They're very loving. You just thought that was funny.
I'm just surprised. I'm very surprised that you guys were never on Stupid Human Tricks on Letterman. Like, that sounds, watch him lick this cocaine. Watch him lick this cocaine. Look what my boy can do.
And it was a fun misdirect, Yusuf, when you said you were good at hide and seek on cocaine as a kid. I thought, well, yeah, the searching part you'd be great at. The hiding part you would suck at, I would imagine, because you're just rocking back and forth and having ideas and shit. Like, what if the monkey bars? What if the monkey? Wait, hear me out. What if the monkey bars? Shut up. What if the monkey bars were for us?
What if monkeys owned a bar? Let's do this.
They just said you got on a bus to Miami. That's great. That's where you're going. If you're already coked up and you're 12, you're gonna get on a bus to Miami. Of course you are.
That's the source.
All right, Jan Johnson, $5. Tesha Lee, Yusuf, $5. Yusuf, awesome shirt, awesome set.
Nice.
Thank you.
Alexander Breyer, $2. Talking about cocaine while wearing a Richard Pryor shirt. Just yay. Just stay away from the open flames. Kim Stewart, $5 for bus money.
I can use it.
Zara, 5 Aussie. Yusuf, I learned a lot for it being before 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning here in Australia. Cheers.
Get ready. That's awesome.
Tam Brown, $5. Wu-Tang forever. I'm just about sold on using cocaine for pain-free Captain Crunch enjoyment. I love me some Captain Crunch. We also have Jan Johnson tipped $2 and said, at a way younger age, I would invite 2 friends over, give them lines, and my house would be clean when they left.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good idea. That's a good plan.
We also had, let's see, Peter Amsel, 5 Canadian for Yusuf. So thank you, Peter. Shaquille tipped $5 and said, for Yusuf, great set for the intervention.
Uncle Shaq.
Jessica Kybel, $25. Or $24.20. Ha ha ha. Truly unique person. Thanks for talking about this stupid shit like this. Great set.
Thank you.
Matthew Plummer, $5. Use of antifreeze and WD-40 taste nothing alike from experience. Hilarious. I think we're caught up.
All right. Let's play this game. I think I'm gonna have to decide. I'm gonna have to go taste WD-40 and antifreeze to see what they taste like.
By the way, bear in mind that just came from someone who's like broccoli. Ugh.
Well, yeah, broccoli's disgusting, but I'm sure antifreeze has a sweet little taste to it. That's why people
What if you dip it in antifreeze?
I'd probably do that. No,
like it's freeze sauce.
I dipped a grilled cheese sandwich in broccoli soup, and it was still terrible.
Are you gonna make a grilled freeze sandwich?
Grilled freeze sandwich. There you go. Let's do it.
Is it okay to drink antifreeze if you're cold?
Oh God.
We'll get rid of COVID.
No.
But
I
only
mean, when
'cause
you're
you'll be
dead, you won't be cold anymore.
Yeah, when you're dead, you won't have COVID and you
Yeah.
won't be cold. So yeah, it would work.
Thank you.
Not how you hoped.
In theory, it makes sense.
I like what you guys are doing. Can I invest?
Dave Adler tipped Yusuf $5 and said, great set. And
Thank
so
you.
for the game today, it was what would make SDSC, what would make us panic in 6 words. And so audience members that are in the front row, if you guys want to do your entries live on air, please raise your hands in the participants window and I'll call on you. These are the couple of unpaid entries that I liked. Dizzy by Nature had Trump stays in office for good.
Oh.
And then Andrew Kerr, Princess Jarrett permanently replaces Rachel. Not on my watch.
I don't know what that sound was. That was also only 5
That's
words.
his laugh. That's his laugh. Remember?
Oh,
It is.
Ben doesn't watch the show.
sorry there.
I've never even been on this show.
Tam Brown, start us off.
I made a new one.
Since Rachel mispronounced, God damn it.
I have somehow Trump really did get reelected.
Ooh.
Oh God, Taylor actually did quit. Quarantine has decided they are done.
Oh no.
Ben will tell more sex stories.
Please don't.
Don't make me. I've got more.
By the way, most of Ben's stories are about not having sex. Honest, if we're being honest about it.
Let me just tell you most of my stories that I can share on the air. Okay.
Yeah, I know. They got 15 years of getting work done. We haven't heard about any of those stories. Sure. But,
Well, because those stories would not be self-deprecating, and I'm good at that. Unlike one of our hosts.
true. I'm very.
Yeah, I'm terrible at
Ladies
being
are up.
self-deprecating.
Edie, you want to go ahead?
Yes. I just have one. It's in sound check when Ben says I'm going to do a reveal.
Zara.
Hey, I have hosts have label sound. Taylor help. Is hot tub fruit technically soup? And I'm
Unapproved.
unapproved. Yes, Taylor. Just two more 6 worders. Comedian learns sex using Konami code.
Up,
He's a
up, down, down,
gamer.
left, right, BA, select, start.
Damn right.
And I hit
And,
select because there was a second player, unlike Ben.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And last one. We're so proud of you, Benny.
Gus.
I've got telling dick jokes is now illegal. And welcome our 46th president, Ben Gleib.
panic because I wouldn't be able to do the show very often anymore. Don't worry, I would still do it every day. I would still do it.
We just do the show instead of golfing 4 days a week.
Yeah, that would be my executive time. That'd be fine.
Dave Adler.
All right. So first, I wanted to say I have a puppy for Yusuf here. And then the two things: Rachel's not ready for Zara's visit, and Ben's mom helping with him with Carmel.
Brad Clark.
Bowers went vegan 2 months ago.
Wait, what?
Bowers went vegan 2 months ago.
Gotcha.
Brad, it's hard to hear you.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's nothing in the box.
Oh.
And last one's let's play the 6-word game.
By the way, the problem when Ben was 21 was there was nothing in the box. That was the problem.
I made it my life mission after that to make sure that I always had a box with something in it.
That's why he can't get in. The box is already full.
Is there anyone else in our audience? Courtney, Jan, Shaquille, anyone else have game entries? Wave at me. Okay, so these are the rest of the entries that we're voting on. We had, Eric Gould had one before he left. It was carbon tax covers pencils and charcoal. We have, let's see, Alexander Breyer. Rachel, this is not an entry. Two of these. Alexander Breyer. Ben's props are banned in here.
Oh boy.
Alexander Breyer. Bowers, we're out of hot dogs. Jonathan S. Ben's the only one at sound check. Jonathan S. Oh no, the Instagram streams are down. Clarence Isaacs. Social distancing social club is canceled.
Yeah.
Clarence Isaacs. The election was actually a lie. Jan Johnson. Zara is wearing a bikini. Damn. I like that one a lot.
Thanks.
Alicia West. Ben has unresolved trauma from sex.
This is not just in
has trauma from unresolved sex.
Words. This is make SDSC panic.
It's sad.
I have no trauma. I'm good.
Clearly.
Daniel Graves has a few entries. The election results have been overturned. Steve will no longer destroy hecklers. The vintage ladies have run away. Lola. Zoom update. No more mute button.
No, please, God, why?
Abby Wright. Hot dogs are now made with broccoli.
That'd be bad. I wouldn't like that at all.
Matthew Plummer. Taylor can't find the mute button.
Nice.
Amana Sala. Let's raise money to lit gasoline. Brad Clark. Don't read this out loud, Rachel. And then Kim Stewart. No more fucking horses on the show.
That's it. I quit.
I can't live in that world.
And then here is like 7 other entries. So this is from the All Pants crew. So Coors Light, Bauer's favorite, discontinued permanently. So that was from Jess.
These aren't funny as much as they're just terrible. I would panic. It's on brand. It's what's supposed to be happening.
This one's from Jess. Soup Club is really for BDSM. Find out on Tuesday when we have our soup club meeting.
Yes.
I'm there.
Rob, nationwide flashy jacket shortage crushes Chris.
Well,
Rob, soup club disbanded after Steve's confessions. Rob, Ben Gleib wins presidency, Carmel inconsolable. Rob, Gleib mails wrong paraphernalia to fan. Shannon, the team decide to become monks. Jess, Bowers wants to go to rehab.
No.
No.
I'm sorry. Did someone say there's going to be a BDSM thing on Tuesday? I'm on in.
And then the last one, Dana, no Bowers ever. That's all of them.
All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with, oh no, the Instagram streams are down as the one I'm going to go with. Yusuf, there's one you liked? Did he leave?
No, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. You got one you like?
We know they were very insidey.
Very insidey. Just pick one.
The one with the bear. Crime Dog.
So one of Dave Adler's. All right. Fizza, which one do you want?
I like the Instagram one too. I like it was a callback to something we were laughing about before. So good job.
Very cool. Rachel.
I'm always going to choose Zara in a bikini.
Nice. Ben.
What was your vote, Bowers?
The one about the Instagram streams are down.
That was very funny. I think that's my vote as well.
All right, Steve.
All right, that is the winner, one of my favorites. But my vote goes to telling dick jokes is now illegal. That would absolutely make us panic. But that said, the Instagram streams are down. Wins, claim your prize at sdscshow.com.
Cool. Yusuf or Fizzy, do you have any by any chance? I don't think you do, but do you have any?
I mean, I wrote one while we were doing this. I just wrote getting pregnant.
Six word panic. The Browns actually won the championship.
Season
We
one or the
said
regular?
panic, not pipe dreams.
I gotta say, Yusuf, I didn't believe that cocaine story till just now.
It's all true, man.
Rach, you got any?
The only one I had was Zara and Rachel made sweet.
Nice. Ben, Steve, you got any?
I got a couple. Ben, you got a couple?
I have 4.
Perfect.
All right, I'll just do my best 4.
All
All right, you go first.
Okay, sure. Ben, Saturday shows are at noon.
I have Ben, you're all out of globes.
Shut your filthy mouth. Quarantine replaced by leaders of QAnon.
I have, hey Rachel, Zara's camera is broken.
New quarantine, us 3 plus Queen.
Oh God.
I have Taylor, is my mic working?
My last one is wait till my special threesome story.
I just want to be clear that Taylor muted me at the end of that one.
I want to be clear that I must have switched off of my camera at the end of that one because my threesome story is really weird.
I can't even imagine.
Talk about horse fucking.
It involves Ben and 2 hot tub jets. All right. And then my last one is, hey mom, we're out of fruit.
I should not have told this story.
No, you should have a story to tell. It really it defines your character. It's time for Leedy. Ben, sing the song. Let's go.
I shouldn't have shared the story. I regret it so much now. Please shade subject for us, although definitely some drawings will be about that story. Doodle time.
I can't wait to see these.
I mean, yeah. I crushed it hard. Sure. And then I have Rachel's blue gag not working out. And I have, please don't go. You've dropped us one too many times, Ben. And then I have, if monkeys had a bar.
Oh God.
That's amazing.
The monkey bartender. And then Yusuf being good at hide and seek. He's hopping a plane. I have the cigarette smoking a cigarette because I just think it's really funny. Oh boy. And then I have Taylor's laugh. Brat, brat. Bauer saying, I love learning new things. I don't. Are you guys siblings? Benny and the Jets.
Oh, it's a hot tub full of tears.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That's in watercolor form. I'll burn it. I'll burn it right after this. I
No,
promise.
it's very funny. I like it.
Gotcha.
Little pigtails.
Yeah. It has been 0 days since we discussed male genitalia. Ben falling out of the window with his CD. Oh my God. He will miraculously like flip though, so he lands on his dick, so don't worry. Get ready for some comedy coming in your ear. And then you're like an uncle to me. God.
Oh, Ben.
Oh gosh. Oh God. And then the very last one I have is a really big deal because the other day Ben decided to show us what was in the box. So I decided to draw it, and here it is. Ben, you stop.
Never, lady. Never. I did give the closest glimpse ever that has been to the inside of the box to Leedy and a few select other people, and they've been sworn to secrecy, and she's about to break it there now, so I had to turn her camera off. I'm sorry. Great drawings. Follow or don't follow at Art for My Heroes, who doesn't know how to keep secrets.
By the way, Leedy, if Ben mails you some pasta, don't eat it.
Wait, you mean
That was the pasta, Leedy. It's been
why
nice.
didn't you tell me that earlier?
It's been great knowing you, Leedy. Your art's gonna be worth so much now. Oh yeah.
I already ate lunch today. I'm screwed.
Come to me, Leedy. Come to me.
What is that? Golden hot dogs?
Golden hot dogs with, it's of course it's a normal filter. All right, we did it. We made it through. Yusuf, where do we find you, buddy? Plug your stuff here for me.
Next Great Ali on everything, and I have a podcast called Meldrick Moments Extendo Edition on Spotify and everything else. So
very cool, man. We appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time, man.
Thank you, man. This is
great.
great.
The rest of the Brown season, I'm rooting for you guys. Fizaa, where do we find you at?
I'm at Fizaa Dosani on IG and Twitter. I just put it in the thingy, the chat thingy, and you should know how to spell it because like most of my set was about that. And I have a weekly podcast called Facial Recognition Comedy, and it's on all the platforms. Check it out.
Also, Fizaa, why is your computer on the bottom shelf of your bookcase, literally on the ground?
Because that's an old ass computer.
Oh, but it's like set up beautifully. Okay, fair enough. You don't use it, that's fair.
It's an art piece. It's an art piece. I like it.
Yeah, it's like a relic.
All right. Well, thanks, Fizaa. We appreciate that. We'll see you next time. You can find me at Bowers Comedy. Always check that out. Ben, what you got coming up?
On the 28th of this month, of the second to last month of this shitstorm of a year, please join me and the improv legend Greg Proops for our monthly show, Greg and Gleib, It's a G Thing. We do improv games, Whose Line Is It Anyway style, as interpreted by the stylistic drawings of whoever we can find to replace the soon-to-be late Leedy Corbin, you guys. Stay tuned.
Nice, Steve.
As for me, check out my show coming on November 25th, Nowhere Comedy Club, day before Thanksgiving. I will probably be doing that show from, I think, El Paso or Houston or somewhere like that. Leedy died. That's sad. Check that out at nowherecomedyclub.com. And as always, on Mondays, Ask Us Everything with Daniel Muggleton, also nowherecomedyclub.com.
Some people refer to him as Muggle Danielton. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, that's true. It's a big
Rach.
among
Yes,
people.
one person.
Rach, anything to catch up on before we get out of here?
Yeah, just to say that if you guys want to hang out with us on Tuesday after the show, it's our Patreon Soup BDSM hang. So that's quite cool. I'll put the link in the chat. Bring ropes and chains and handcuffs and smack it a little. So we'll be doing that on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Don't kink
And
shame
then
Steve.
Also, a very exciting announcement for SDSC files. Coming up in the short term, sometime in the near future, there will be a stand-up comedy performance. Can I announce it? From
what?
Can I announce it? From Taylor, everybody. Lord Taylor, will be performing stand-up comedy on SDSC, his first set in many years. And if you think he's getting through hardly any of it without being muted, you are mistaken. Let's do this.
I have them written in my set already.
Very cool. Well, audience, thank you so much for being here on a Saturday. We appreciate you. We love you. We will see you Tuesday. Check it out. Come out Tuesday. Rach.
Yep. Last thing to catch up on is Justin Shearer tipped the show $20, and he's got a fuck, marry, kill. We can talk about it. It's he said Rodney Dangerfield, Rowan Atkinson, or Steve Buscemi.
Atkinson. I don't do fuck, marry, kills anymore.
I know. So does anybody else?
But I feel bad because he tipped $20 for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you marry Steve Buscemi because he's still alive. Because it'd be weird to do the other things. I think you kill Dangerfield.
Rowan Atkinson is still alive.
But then that means you're gonna fuck a dead guy.
No. Well, yeah. If you're gonna fucking do it.
Ours is new to this game.
Yeah, sure. People tell me sometimes that I look like Mr. Bean, which is deeply offensive to me. But if that's true, I'd like to live longer and find love. And so
Mr. Bean died. Mr. Bean didn't die. Was that a hoax?
No. Yeah, definitely a hoax.
Oh.
Bowers is
I
not
guess I
really
fucked
paying
Mr.
attention
Bean and I killed Dangerfield because he's already dead. And I fucked Mr. Bean and I married Steve Buscemi.
Well, yeah, that's just because Bowers doesn't want to spend his life with vegetables. Legumes, I guess. Do legumes count?
Sure. I just know Buscemi has all that Armageddon money. I'm just going to live on that.
Because Bowers ain't gonna miss a thing.
Favorite movie of all time. Only time I've ever cried in a movie is Armageddon.
I know.
Anyway,
I cried at the end of that movie too. That was a very sad ending.
One of the best movies of all time.
You
Anyway,
didn't cry at Rudy?
Huh?
You didn't cry at Rudy?
Rudy was almost my exact actual high school football experience story, so it was more just like hit home, you know.
At the end, Rudy's just sitting there by himself in a jacuzzi. It's real sad.
Shit. They literally they like would put me in during junk minutes at the end of a thing, and I sacked the quarterback one time at the end. Everybody was like Gleib, and then the comparisons to Rudy were a little bit insulting, but it's cool.
Cool story, guys.
Neat.
So I'll see you all. Ben, I'll see you today. I'm gonna drop off some stuff for you, and bring your ropes for Tuesday. Bye.
Hey, for it is. I'm so proud of you, Benny. All right. I love you guys. We'll see you Tuesday.
Excellent. I'm gonna go. You guys were awesome. It was such a fun episode. I'm gonna go listen to some Elton John. But Benny and the Jets.
Great dress rehearsal. I regret every moment of today's show. It's been good being here with all of you. I do regret having killed Leedy. In immediate hindsight, she's a huge part of the show, and I regret it. I will do my best to revive her over the next 24 hours. I'll ask her family to put her on ice, and we'll do what we can. Maybe Rachel can has the antidote to the poison. Maybe you can bring that over, Rachel. We'll see. Until then, today is Saturday, so our show will be again on Tuesday, and then the hang afterwards is going to be very sexual. And thank you for being with us, everybody. Have a wonderful night and a
What's in the
wonderful
hot tub?